everyone, how are you? I'm Wendy. I'm an independent chalk couture designer, and today we're going to do a really fun project. A project that I've been wanting to get around to for a little while. Let me just pull up some friends here so we can have a little bit of a social gathering, have some fun here. All right. Let's see if sometimes Facebook is our friend, sometimes it's not so much. Let me see if today it's going to be our friend and pull up our live over here. Well, we'll get started and see if it catches up with us here. Maybe I'll refresh it and see what we end up with. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we have these fabulous aprons that I use for my crafting workshops. There we go, nice little apron here. And I have been wanting to chalk the front of them for a while, so today's the day. We have some cute little transfers. We can decide as we go along which ones we like and which ones we want to chalk. So you guys can help me out with that. So we're actually inking these because I'm going to heat set them and make this design permanent. So once we have it dry, it will heat set and I can throw them in the washer, throw them in the dryer, and they will be great, ready to go. I think that's probably pretty good right there. I'm just putting my mat underneath because our mat has a sticky adhesive to it. Hey Tammy, how you doing? Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to bring my other computer up so I can see. You're awake, you're not working, you're sleeping. Well, I'll just have to go live at this time all the time, won't I? We've got a bit of a time difference. So I have an ink mat here, and all it is a sticky mat that my fabric is going to stick to, and it's going to prevent it from rippling or moving as I transfer my design. And I also have a little bit of dog hair here. I don't know about you guys, but we have golden retrievers, and you don't go anywhere without dog hair on you. It's just a part of the nature of owning golden retrievers. Does anybody else have Goldens? They're wonderful, wonderful dogs, but you don't wear black very often, or if you're like us, we live with lint. We got a whole bunch. We buy these in bulk. Keep all our black clean. Hey Shelly, how are you? Thanks for dropping by. I'm just trying to bring us up here. If you guys want to share this video, we'll get some more viewers out there. We'll get a watch party going. That would be fun. Let me just see if I can find somebody here, find a group. Let's see what comes up. Okay. Well, we'll work on that. We'll work on that. Let me just get let's just get here so I can read your comments, because that's a big thing. I can't see all the way over there, even with my glasses on. So, anyway, we are chalking, or we're inking today, and I pulled out some cute transfers, which I thought would be kind of cute. So just imagine, come into a workshop, and we can have some cute little sayings on each of our aprons. Chalking is my cardio. When in doubt, add glitter. Happiness blooms from within, and I did pull a few little flowers and what have you, so that was just kind of a nice one. Be bold, be brave, be brilliant. That's kind of a fun one. I can hear myself talking over here. Let's turn our volume off. Okay. Cute but crazy. That's one of my favorite ones. We'll definitely use this one today. So you guys can start giving me some comments. Which ones do you like the best? I think I have a dozen aprons. We don't have to do them all today, but we can certainly do a bunch of them. I've got a few pulled out behind me here. I'm not adulting today. Tomorrow doesn't look good either. I like that one. That one's kind of cute. So give me some favorites. I'm an original. We can have some fun with some color on that one. Good things take time. Isn't that? That's kind of good for a workshop, isn't it? And this is another favorite of mine. Well-behaved women rarely make history. So we'll definitely use that one today. And I pulled out a bigger one because it's so crafting related. Don't bother me, I'm procrastinating. And even though it's a larger size bee transfer, it will still fit here on the bib of the apron pretty good. So put 4 or 5 on. Okay, we'll do 4 or 5 today, not a problem with that. You're a glitter hound, so we will do, we have a buyer for, where is it here? When in doubt, add glitter. Okay, so that's going to be one of ours. I think we have to do the well-behaved women rarely make history. And we'll pull out, where was the other one that I wanted to use? Oh, here it is. Cute but crazy. And we're going to do the big one. Okay, so we'll set those aside. We'll start with those ones. I have other good ones to go, so we'll see how it goes. We can keep going if we want. I have lots of aprons. Hey Brandy, how are you doing? We're making some workshop aprons today. I have been wanting to do this project for a while, and today's the day. It is, got a little bit of golden retriever hair. So let's start with, I really want to do this one, cute but crazy. So we're going to put these onto the bib of our workshop aprons. It's amazing how you have all these things planned to do and you don't do them until you're stuck inside and you're going, you know, all those little jobs that I wanted to do, I'm going to do. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to do them. You doing okay? Oh, it is a good idea, isn't it? Isn't it fun to have a workshop and everybody have a different apron and everybody choose their fun saying that maybe it's their mood for the day, or I think it'll be fun. Okay, so I'm going to put this up here. So if you're just tuning in, you may not have noticed, but I put my apron onto an ink mat, and this is a sticky mat. I smoothed out my fabric, and that prevents my fabric from moving around and shifting on me while I'm chalking. And now I've got my transfer on, and if you're not familiar with Chalk Couture, the transfers are an adhesive backing. They have a very fine silk screening in the openings, unlike a stencil, and they're reusable. So this one I've already used a couple of times, and we're going to use it again today. And if you do follow me, you see me fuzz my transfers quite often, but we're working on a fabric today, so I'm not going to fuzz my transfer because I want it to stick firmly to my surface. Actually, I'm going to move my mat up a little bit because I can feel it's a little bit off the top there. There, that's better. I'll just smooth all that over. Good. And if you want to move your transfer around, again with the adhesive backing, you can lift it and reposition it. No worries there. So, okay ladies, all my regulars, what's my favorite color? What color are we going to start with today? What do you think it should be? Couture teal. My favorite. I'm just going to open it over here so I don't get it onto my fabric. I actually haven't been inking for a while. We did a lot of inking of pillows and what have you at Christmas, and then I've been doing a lot of chalking. It's not that I don't want to ink, I just haven't. So some of my inks might be a little bit hard to open. Actually, that's a white one that's still full. Hasn't been opened yet, so let's grab this white one. Oh, it's low, so yeah, see, they're a little bit tight there. Gotta use my muscles. Okay, well, I do have the full one here for a reason, obviously. That one's empty there. So I'll just get this opened up. The inks are a little bit different than a paste. They're both thicker, but the inks, because they are, you can make all these designs permanent when you work with ink, the consistency is just a little bit different. It is like super smooth, nice and creamy. The inks are, for lack of a better term, they may be a little bit grittier. So you can see how absolutely beautiful and smooth this ink is. And creamy, a bit creamier. You want the consistency of about sour cream or yogurt. And look at how beautiful that is, right from the get-go. So I'm going to do an ombre pattern, I think, on this one. So I'm going to put a little bit of the white at the top. I've got a little bit on my finger. I don't want to get on my fabric. It's a little bit harder to get off. Almond would show wonderfully as well. Yes, it would. You're an almond person, aren't you, Shelley? So I'm going to put a little bit of the teal at the bottom, and then we're going to pull it up and we're going to mix the colors about midway up. And I'm just pushing my paste through my transfer design here. And I'm going to set that on my lid. I'll grab another squeegee, and we're just going to bring, I think I was fussing around here. I moved my transfer a bit, but I think we're okay. Just going to bring my design down a little. And I'm going to leave a little bit of a working ridge here. I don't want too much. Maybe I'll take a little bit of that back. Any of your excess you can put back into your jar and save it for another day. It's fabulous that way. All right, so now I'm going to use my finger, and I'm going to take a little bit of my blue, a little bit of my white, and I'm actually just going to blend them all. I'm going to bring some white down to here and some blue up. I might need a little bit more white. We'll use a different finger. And what really works great once you kind of have your colors blending is a bit of a swirling action. Grab a little more blue, just for over here. There we go. I think that's probably pretty good. Get all the paste off. And this doesn't stain your skin or cause any issues. Wash your hands after and you're all cleaned up, no problem. And I'm gonna grab a different squeegee, I think. I'm gonna take off my excess, and because they're blended, I'm gonna waste them now. So you just wanna remove any excess paste. You wanna make sure you don't have any ridges, because they amazingly will kind of show through. There, our design is done. Oh, I see, I just missed just a little bit of this tail right here. I'll grab that. There we go. All right. Lift my transfer. Are you ready for the reveal? Now that's kind of cute. Get any on my on me here? What do you think? That'd be kind of cute to craft with. Cute but crazy. So I'm going to set this one aside. So with the ink, we're going to work our way through here. And normally you'd leave them overnight for about 24 hours. But once they're dry to the touch, they'll still have a little bit of a tackiness to them when they're dry, but you're not going to lift any of the color off onto your fingers when you touch them. When you're at that point, then you can heat set them with a medium iron for 4 minutes with a piece of parchment paper over your design on either side, or use your easy press for 30 seconds. Actually, it really heat sets quickly at about 305, 310, and it's 30 seconds on each side, but keep the parchment paper in between the two. So there's number 1 done. So maybe that's what I'll do this week. We'll chalk some aprons today, and I'll wear a different apron every day for the rest of the week. Let me set this out of the way here. Okay, that's set back there. Let's grab our next one. Oops, I'm gonna fall over here. What's our next one we're gonna do? What do you think, guys? I'm going to, actually maybe I'll leave my paste out because I think we might use some of these colors again. Save myself on some dishes, washing everything up after. I'm gonna have to clean my hands. So what do you think? What will be the next one? Thanks, Tammy. You like that one? You like it, Shelley? Well-behaved women rarely make history. Surprise us. Maybe we'll do that one. And maybe we'll do each of the larger words in a different color. So let's choose some colors here. There, I think I got the majority of the mess off me. Some of my aprons already have a little bit of paste and stuff because they've been used, I guess, for a year now, these aprons. So they've got a little bit of love on them. That's all right. You can still add a pattern to them. And if we have any paste or staining up here, we'll try and cover it up. Okay, so again, just sticking my fabric down to my ink mat. We'll use well-behaved women rarely make history, and I think on each of these larger words, we'll do it in another color. So any color suggestions? Anybody have any favorites that they want to share with us? I'll just center this while you guys think about that. That's my whole mat's moving. So some of our colors we have in the ink that I have out. This is a nice fig tone. We have Tide Blue. It will show up. It's a bit darker, but it will still show up. Nice Storm Gray. This is a gold, or this is copper shimmer here. Yeah, this is the copper shimmer on the end. So a little bit of a sparkle. Some Curry, which is a nice yellow curry color. I do have some silver shimmer, so we can get sparkly if we want. Gold. In the green family, actually this is a favorite of mine too, eucalyptus. It's a very soft greeny gray tone. That one would actually show up really nice. Bumblebee. I don't think I have Bumblebee in my ink today. I must have gone through it. At Christmas, and I didn't replace it. I actually have to go through my inventory on my inks and reorder some, I think. So here's our greens. Meadow. I think I've got a couple of meadows, and this is a pesto. So we got some pretty colors there. or papaya and peony. Peony's kind of a pretty color too. Bright red, candy apple red, and forget-me-not, nice blue. And here's another favorite of mine. This is Ocean Mist. That's more of a wintry, nice blue color, blue tone. Well, what if we do in these colors? Actually, what if we do Ocean Mist and fig on the other words? So we'll do Ocean Mist on these three smaller words, and then we'll do fig on the larger words. Try to find tones that kind of work together. Or you do Ocean Mist and forget-me-not too. And blues. Let's start off with Ocean Mist and then we'll find a color to go with it. I'm just going to use a smaller squeegee. This is actually just one of my mini squeegees that I've just cut in half. And with the inks too, they're creamier with almost an oily base, so you do have a little more working time with them. With the paste, you do want to get your ink down and your transfer lifted fairly quickly. You don't want the paste to dry in the transfer. But with the inks, you have a little more working time because the inks take a little bit longer to dry, which is kind of nice. All right. Any colors? Ocean Mist is, yeah, it is nice. Ocean Mist and Peony. We can do that. Okay. So you think that with the bright pink? Or do you think fig? Yeah, I love Ocean Mist. Isn't it nice? I'm wondering if the fig might be better. The peony might be too bright that you'll lose the Ocean Mist. I'm going to go a little more subdued on this one. Watch and let's see what I'm talking about. There it is there. Nice nice mauvey. I think the peony might compete, be too bright with the Ocean Mist. It's a little more subdued, and even though we're kind of in two different color families, you kind of want to stay with, or I normally stay, I shouldn't say anybody wants to do anything. I normally stay with kind of the same tones within the different color families. So my Ocean Mist is a little softer gray blue, and then this is kind of more of a softer mauvey color. It won't jump off the page or off the apron, but I think it'll be a nice combination. So how's everyone's weather? How's our weather out east, Tammy? Is it doing well? We have a gorgeous day out there. I actually have a project that I need to go out onto the back deck and sand, and I'm kind of looking forward to that. I think I'm going to do that after this and enjoy a little bit of the weather. And I decided this year I am growing my own canna lilies. And I always plant them at our place up at the lake. So my canna lilies went to seed this past year, so I actually collected the seeds. I do have some of the roots left too, but I thought I'm going to try and grow them because I have one planter that's about 20 feet long, and I would like to have a beautiful display of canna lilies just the full length of the planter, even as a backdrop. Put them along the back of the planter and then some nice complementary flowers in the front. So where am I going with this? I put my cannulas, I'm growing them from seed. I kind of got off on a tangent there, eh? I put them out on the back deck in the sun and see, they're all sprouting. Some are a little bit ahead of others, but I think we're pretty good there. I think I got a little bit over on my R of my small word there. Let me see if I can fix that. Sometimes you can just kind of overpower the one color with the other one. So I think I fixed it. All right, so you ready for this reveal? I think it all looks good. I think I got it all. Hey Trisha, how are you doing? Oh, let's see, I need just a little bit more right here at the top. If you're kind of lifting and you feel like it's a little bit different with the ink, because you really got to get the ink down kind of into the fabric as opposed to a hard surface where you're just kind of getting it onto the surface. And if you start to lift and you realize that you have kind of areas that aren't as well covered, you can lay it back down and just kind of go up over them. And I'm probably just going to have a couple here. It's not uncommon. You haven't done anything wrong at all. There. Like I said, it's a little more subdued, but it's okay. Transfer sticking together in my water here. That I don't want. I need to dry my fingers off. I did have another paper towel, didn't I? Before I pick this up and get it all over. That's good. No rain and snow, so that's good, Tammy. Do you have any sunshine out there today? Okay, do this without smearing it. So there's that one. Our next apron. We're doing aprons today, Trisha. That one's kind of cute, eh? Doesn't jump off. I have to say, I still like what I did in the fig and couture teal, but I can't do everything in couture teal, can I? Well, I could, couldn't I? Probably be a little bit of overkill. So let's set that off to the side. What's our next transfer, guys? What do you think? What's your next favorite? Trying to keep all my paste a little bit separated here. Make sure that I get the front side of all our aprons. Wouldn't that be kind of silly if we chalk the wrong side? Just get it stuck down on our mat. Ooh, a little something there. There. Okay. No one chose my next, or am I losing my... No, I still have internet. I still have a feed. All right, get all our dog hair off it. Okay, so when in doubt, add glitter. Will that be next? And we will do something glittery with it. I think so. I think that's a good idea. Silver glitter. You think that would be nice? That looks pretty centered. So I think we'll do white on When in Doubt. You could really, if I were not chatting so much, I could probably kind of whip these off, or think about it if you're doing t-shirts or something like not pillow covers, tea towels. You could whip them off pretty quickly. What do you have to choose from? Oh, okay, I'll show them to you again. Do the big one last. So we'll do procrastinating last. It will be our grand finale transfer. I don't want to miss any comments. Let me scroll up here a bit. Shelley's agreeing with me. She must be tired from night shift. Although she doesn't usually argue with me, does she? Okay, so we'll do the procrastinating last. What do we have to choose from? I'm going to show you again. We're going to do glitter. All right. So we'll pull out our silver glitter. The glitter got a lot of action at Christmas Boy. It did really well with the Christmas pillow covers, that's for sure. Look at how gorgeous that is. Isn't that pretty? We actually have the glitter in the paste pens, the gold and silver, which is kind of nice. So you could actually write onto something. Now it's not the ink, it's the paste. So they would actually be really kind of neat to write onto invitations or anything like that. You can ink on anything. You know what I just ordered is I ordered craft paper note cards. They're not really occasion cards, they're just blank. Everything's blank. And I just ordered in some of those. And I kind of like just the plain craft paper, and I'm going to design my own cards for different occasions and that. Thank you cards or whatever. Quite often I send little notes in packages, so I'm going to design all my little notes. So I'm kind of waiting for those to come. Hopefully they come soon, because I'd like to sit down and do those. There we have it. Another one done. Try and turn it around without catching it. Did I catch it? No. There we go. Yeah, I didn't mess it up, thank God. What do you think of that one? That one's kind of cute, eh? We could do even reuse some of these. Do a couple of the similar sayings in different colors. So when everybody comes over for a workshop, they can pick their own apron. Oh. All right, so let's decide on our next one. So we're going to say procrastinating for the last. Good things take time. I'm an original. That one's kind of cute. I actually put this one on a t-shirt. I'm not adulting today. Tomorrow doesn't look good either. That's kind of a cute one. Be bold, be brave, be brilliant. Love this one. Absolutely love this one. I'm going to have to make sure that I've got a good stock of those. Chalking is my cardio. Kind of appropriate for a chalking workshop. And then happiness blooms from within, and then I have some flowers and different things that I can put around that to add to that. So those are the ones that I pulled. that I thought would be kind of appropriate. So while I get my next apron ready to go, let me know which one you guys want to do next. I'm an original. You like that one? I think we can have fun with that one, and we can do some different colors. Pull some color into that one. Get all the Quincy and Maggie hair off it. They're our golden retrievers. And boy, oh boy, I think we're over kind of the worst of it, but every spring, and they don't do it together, one goes through a shedding, a molting, and then the other one does. And they just completely blow their coat, and if they lay down on the carpet, it's just a circle of dog hair. It's terrible, absolutely terrible. So Maggie's just gone through hers. Quincy's just old. He's losing his fur constantly. Or make one to the workshop and bring it. That sounds like a good idea too. That sounds like a plan. All right, I'm an original. So let's take a look at this design. How about we'll do the original in one color. We can do I'm Anne, probably in the same color. Let's see. Let's just play as we go. There's lots of options here. So we'll start at the outside and work around. That's crooked. No, looks straight. It's just the apron's crooked. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do the border in white. Might get the curlicues out here in white. We'll start with that. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do is just take a small squeegee, half of one of my minis, and I'll just pick up paste and I'll just start moving around. How's your craft room coming, Shelley? Well, I guess you were working on the weekend, so you probably didn't get a lot done. Unless your hubby was working on it. Hey, Michaela. Shelley is building a nice chalking room or craft room, but we all know she's gonna chalk all the time. She'll have other stuff in there, but it's kind of like my room here. I have lots of stuff. I have a Cricut. I actually do custom framing on the other side. Even my custom framing has kind of suffered because I love chalking and I find I chalk all the time. And if I'm not chalking, then I'm doing the business side of chalking, and it just keeps me out of trouble, that's for sure. Okay, so let's get this border done. When you start chalking and you realize how quick and easy it is. How many of you guys out there are Cricut? Still putting up the shed, moving all his stuff out of the space and into the shed, eh? How many of you are Cricut people out there? Do you still use your Cricut? I find that mine, it used to sit on my back counter here, and I found that I had it out and I never used it, so I've actually put it away now. because as soon as I started chalking, you can chalk a design a lot faster than you can do it on the Cricut. So chalking kind of won in that category. This is a little bit more intricate, so I'll just have to chat away as I work my way through this. You have a Cricut? Are you still using it a lot, Tammy? It certainly has its place. Like, I still love my Cricut. It has its place, especially if you want to create a unique personal design, then it's perfect for that. But as far as kind of if you can use one of the transfers, which kind of has the same sentiment, I always go to the transfers because you can design with them so quickly. There's no weeding and that type of thing. You've been chalking for a while, so keeping stained glass in the detached garage, some more room for new craft room. Oh, are you still using your Cricut, Shelley? That's great. I do use it occasionally, and I'll use it with my ink or my paste as well. It doesn't work quite as well as a transfer does with the paste, because obviously they're designed to go together, but I do it. Okay, I think we might just keep the rest of the design fairly simple. Are you guys gonna sit here and watch me play with it? This is more like a paint by numbers, I think. It'll be cute. It'll be cute when it's done, that's for sure. All right, get some over here. It'd be nice if you guys could just talk with me. Hey, we just had the video chat going. We could just chit chat away. Just saw a hair there. Okay. So I am actually, because this is taking me a little bit longer, I am going to lift these designs here and relay, just because it is taking me longer, and paste does, or ink takes longer to dry, but it does still dry out. So I smeared a little bit down here. Okay, so let me decide what color we want to use for these other. I think I'm going to use I may leave those other flowers off, you know? I might just keep it kind of simple here and use my eucalyptus on the wording. Flat again. And often I just kind of hold the side of my transfer as I go. Just to, you know, have that extra security that it isn't going to move on me. This will be kind of cute. For water bottles. Oh, you make the stencils for the water bottles? Yeah, that is perfect for that. And it's kind of nice to personalize them. I actually think I'm going to pull out my Cricut this week. Maybe I'll do it on a live. I'll pre-print them though. Is using this ink with our mini icon transfers to ink onto the vinyl and then heat set it and make it permanent, and then try that, because that's something new that Chalk Couture has told us that they've been playing around with and it works well. And I've watched videos on it, but I haven't done it myself, so maybe I'll try that this week. I put it on my list of potential projects for this week, so maybe I'll do it before I go live just to make sure that I've got all my ducks in a row before I try and teach you guys how to do it. All right. Just trying to think if I want to do anything more here. Thinking of my color scheme. I can probably maybe I'll use the gray, or maybe I'll use just a little bit of the fig. And we'll just do these little sprigs here. Just a little bit of color embellishment. And the fig will go well with the eucalyptus we've used as well. Oop, almost got the wrong color. I think that's all of those. Maybe I'll do these ones here. So we've got a bit of a balance because I don't have anything down below here. Almost done, I promise. Almost done. This one was a little more involved. Do those guys. All right, I think I'm going to leave it at that. Okay. I swear I'm going to put that in the wrong color. And I'm just going to make sure that my green is, I see a couple of spots that just look a little lighter. That's not too bad. Let me hold that one up for you. Get some of this paste out of the way. I will mess it up, won't I? I'm not sure if I did that, but I find if I get something on a fabric, Lysol wipes, if you just kind of really work away at it, I can probably lift that if I just did that. I don't remember seeing it earlier, but I might have. I'll just take a Lysol wipe to it and I'll clean that right up. That's kind of cute with just a little bit of embellishment to it. Set that over here to dry. Okay, let's do a fast one now that you don't have to watch me fuss with them. Keep your interest going. You have 2 metal water bottles. Oh, I lost you, Shelley. Lost that comment. Where'd you go? You have 2 metal, you watch the video where they use the Cricut to make the stickers. Yeah, isn't that kind of really cool? You know, watch it again. Yeah, it's a really cool design that you can actually make the little stickers. So you could actually, if you wanted for your kids to personalize something, you could have a nice vinyl sticker and then chalk their initial on it or something like that. But you're using the ink and then you're heat setting it and it becomes permanent. So that is actually pretty cool. But you can also do cute little designs, and we have all those mini icon transfers that are perfect for that. And if you want a farm motif or a summer beach motif or anything like that. Okay, so what is our next one? We'll do a quick design on this next one. Maybe one color, one and done. One color. Okay, so we got that stuck to our mat. Get back to where you guys are. You like that? Oh, hi Barb, thanks for joining us. And Shannon, you're with us today too. That's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So, a couple of the ones that I have, so we can do good things take time. I'm not adulting today. Tomorrow doesn't look good either. Why don't we do this one? We'll do that in a nice ombre. Be bold, be brilliant. Be bold, be brave, be brilliant. Ooh, chalk and cardio. Might have to do that one next. Just might have to do that one next. I like that one. All right. So a lot of these transfers are actually available. This Be Bold, Be Brave, Be Brilliant is available with the Try Me kits, along with the board and base, and it's a pretty popular transfer. It just came out in our spring summer catalog, and it actually sold out the first week that the catalog was open or was out. Let's use our peony this time. Maybe, maybe not. Oh my gosh. There we go. That one's sticky. Sticky. Okay, so if we use the peony, I'm just thinking maybe we could do a 3-color ombre here. Gray. Yeah, I think I got it figured out. I think I got what I want to do figured out. I have to order, oh, I think I do have more gray. All right, so you ready for the magic? I'll take some off my lid here. So I'm going to start with this up here. Pull that down a little bit. Thinking as I go here. Let me know if you see any smoke. Okay, I don't have a squeegee for my gray yet. I'm gonna do a little bit of gray here, oop, in the middle. I'm just leaving a bit of a ridge. If you saw me do my ombre earlier, I like to work with a bit of a ridge, and then you blend your colors. So I'm just pulling any of my excess there, just so I have a little bit of playing room. And then I'm going to use my fig at the bottom here. I'm going to take that right through that word. I just have my ridge, and we'll blend those colors. So I'm actually going to wet my finger just a little bit, just to get a little more of a swirl going here. I need a little more pink. And I'm either too much or too little here. All right, so we got a little bit of a blend there. I'll clean my fingers off. And let's do a little bit of a blend here. The colors are pretty close, so I'm kind of mixing them up as in my jars a little bit, but they're so close, the gray and the fig. The fig has like a gray undertone, so I'm not really concerned about it there. Just making sure that I get everything pushed through the screening and into the fabric here. You can see a couple of areas that look a little bit drier. All right, I'll just squeegee that off. Let me clean my fingers off before I hold this up and show it to you. How many have we done now? 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe we'll do our big guy next. I still have that project I gotta go do on my back porch. Peony Storm in White. Oh, I was close. I didn't see your comment, Shelley. That would look nice as well. Let me hold this up and you can see what how this one turned out. Try not to get this in my... It's not too bad, eh? That look kind of cute. Be bold, be brave with your colors, and be brilliant with your design. How's that for a crafting motto? All right. Gotta find room for all these. Okay. So, oh, we gotta do another one. We gotta do a chalking. I do chalking's my cardio. Then we'll do our grand finale. Chalking's our cardio, will be quick. Then we'll do our procrastinating one. We're making good headway with, you know what, I'm gonna say this one has a little bit of paint dirt on it. So I'm actually going to save that one because I think the next transfer will work better with it. Cover that up maybe. Oh, I've got 2 here. I've got aprons coming out my ears. All right. Get that stuck down again. I actually feel kind of excited with getting all these done. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Actually, I've been wanting to do this for a year and I haven't actually sat down and taken the time to do it. So, are you guys doing that? You're doing projects that you've kind of had on the back burner and you haven't done in a while? I think this is going to be a couture teal one, guys. I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. Or white and eucalyptus. What do you think? I'm going to do white on the top. So what do you think? We'll go with the couture teal color, or we'll go with the eucalyptus, the gray tone. This is brighter, but this is actually pretty nice. Looks really nice with the gray. What do you think? You know, I'm leaning towards this one, but this would look nice too. Oh, we gotta go with a brighter color. I'm sorry, guys. I know you watch me use couture teal a lot, but I just love it so much. I love it. Use the white on the top. I think that's probably our best bet, color-wise. Okay. It's not too bad. We're making good progress here. I thank you guys for hanging out with me while we do this. Thanks, Trisha. You like teal too? It's kind of fun to do these things with friends. You guys are all my friends now. Nope. No, I have my, I guess I threw it in the water. I don't have a teal one. I don't have a teal squeegee on the go. Okay. That's a bit much. I'm going to take a little bit back. All right, finger time. Just a little bit of swirling. Get your colors kind of blended. And let's take off our excess. There we go. Good coverage there. Yeah, white and teal does it for me every time. I'm running out of Lysol wipes, guys. What am I gonna do? I'm hoping that they're not as hot a commodity anymore now that they said that Lysol really doesn't kill the bug. So hopefully they're back in on the store shelves. I haven't looked recently. Has anybody seen them in the grocery stores or anywhere? Okay. I'll show you this one. I like this one. That one looks kind of cool, eh? So keep it straight. Chucking is my cardio. ready to go. We'll put this one over here to dry. Now let's do procrastinating. A grand finale of our aprons. Although I think I still have one, got a couple left, 2, 3, 4 more that I can do at some point. Maybe I'll do a kitchen one and or a barbecuing one, and that maybe I'll donate it out to beside the barbecue. All right. Those darn dogs. Dog hair everywhere, I'm telling you. Alright, so you can see this one has had a little bit of love. It was pretty popular. I think this just retired recently. We haven't had that. I don't think we have it in our arsenal, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong if you guys have seen it. But I think it just retired about a month ago. Alright. Hey Heather, thanks for joining us. We are chalking some of our workshop aprons today. So we're having a little bit of fun with that. So I think we're just going to do lots of colors on this one. I'm just going to start at the top and just work our way down. We'll do teal scissors, we've got some pins, we have some buttons. This one's going to be a super colorful one. It's also kind of good if I'm using them in workshops, you can kind of demonstrate what the color looks like dry and so on. So whoever's wearing this one will be looking at their bib of their apron and picking our colors for our projects. All right. So we got the scissors. Make sure we got it through there. Put all my excess off. I'm going to lift my scissors. I'm going to lift as I go because this will take me just a little bit longer. Oh, those look pretty good. Wow. Really picked up some lint on the back of this one. Okay, so my safety pins, maybe I'll make them curry. We haven't used that color yet. And I think I'm going to do the handle of my paintbrush down here in this color. Kind of a nice, almost a nice bright underlining to the whole pattern. Okay. I am going to do the tip of my brush in Shimmer Gold, another gorgeous color. Just use a little squeegee on this one. Okay. Lift here. Oh, I don't think I covered up my spot. Oh well, that's okay. I'll lift my pins. Looks like it was drying a little bit on me already. See if I can brighten that up a little. There, that's a little better. All right. Oh, well, I can do that pin in a different color. So buttons, how about we do some bright red buttons? This is going to be a wild one. We can do the buttons in a couple of different colors. So let's start with this one over here. I'll do this one red too. And how about we do a pink button? Maybe up here. And, oh, we got our blue. Oh, another bright color. Maybe I'll use the blue. I'm gonna keep our colors bright on this one. Ooh. So we've got a little bit of dried paint there falling from the top. I don't know what's going on there. I'll fix it after. Looks like it, you know, it was probably left open during a workshop. Oh, there's a lid there. Okay. I guess someone left the lid and then closed it and it got stuck there. We're all good. Okay, so let's do these two buttons in blue. Teal. You want some more teal, Trisha? Maybe we'll make procrastinating down here at the bottom in teal. We can do don't in white with white thread. Let's lift those buttons. Look at the colors. Doesn't that get pretty? Maybe I'll do that pin before let's do the pin in pink. We'll do it in a different color than we've been in the others. I think the pink would look nice up here. Okay, so let's lift this side. And now we'll do our thread, the spelling don't. I think white's probably our best bet for that. It will be a nice pop of brightness in the middle. This was actually, we'll get reminiscent here. This was actually the very first transfer that I ever used with Chalk Couture. It came in my starter kit and I wanted to try it out so badly. This was the first one I ever used. It was kind of funny because I used it on my Aiden board, and you know, you're trying it out for the first time, you're not quite sure. You know kind of how to do it, but you're just getting your feet wet. I didn't fuzz it enough, and boy oh boy did it stick to my board. It was actually kind of funny me trying to lift it. I had my chin on the top and pulling it because the whole board was lifting. I could have used another set of hands, that's for sure, trying to get that off. But my transfer survived, so that was actually 1 year ago next week. Or I guess 1 year ago next week I joined Chalk Couture. But I guess I didn't have my starter kit right then. I had to wait for that to get shipped. All right, so let's pull Don't. And our thread spool. Bother Me. What color will we do that in? Oh, I'm trying to keep it kind of bright here. I could do Bother Me in Papaya. We haven't used that color yet. Can you see all the paint? I don't think I've ever had this much paste out for a project in my life. This is actually a very, very pretty color. It's almost a burnt orange color. I like this one. Papaya. And we'll do Procrastinating in Teal again. What do you think? You guys have gone quiet. I'm talking to myself again. Oh, on top of the T or the E. There's a lid for that, and teal. And then we're done. Oh, there's something underneath there. A little fuzz on my transfer. I'll lift Bother Me, and then we'll put that down again. I'll try and get this off. There we go. Stick this part down. And teal. I think this one might be my new favorite apron. I think it's kind of fun. What do you guys think? Oh, I should share with you. Exciting news, guys. Really exciting news. We made it. We won the East in our Chalk Madness competition. The team that I'm on, and it's just a group of designers that they stuck us all on a team, led by Sarah Paige Gruber. We won the East. So we are now competing this week and to gain points chalking and everything for, we're competing against the team that won from all the teams in the West. So they divided the United States and Canada up into East and West, and then put designers on teams. And there was I think there were almost 900 designers that started this competition. And we've just finished 4 weeks. We're actually in week 5 now. And so now we're down to the point where we won the East, and we're competing for the grand champion to win the whole thing. So we have been working hard. Our team has rocked it, I'm telling you. You get points for chalking, depending on what you chalk on, where you share it to. So if you've seen like a ton of posts from me, it's because I'm doing a lot of chalking. All right. Get that in my water. Dry my fingers. I'm happy with that. I am. You ready to see it? Make sure I'm not covered in anything. Grab my mat here. I can leave this one on the mat. So that one's kind of cute, isn't it? So that would be a really cute apron. That might be my new favorite. Maybe I've got 4 left to chalk. You know what's going to happen is I'm going to end up ordering another dozen aprons just so I can chalk them because they're kind of fun. But this is ink, so if you've been following along, I have been making all the designs on the aprons with ink, and I'm going to let them dry, and then I'm going to actually use my easy press for 30 seconds on each side, a piece of parchment paper over top of my design just to protect my design and the plate of my my iron. But you can also use a regular old iron at medium heat for 4 minutes on each side, again with the parchment paper, and that makes the design permanent. Put in the washer, put in the dryer, you'll have no issues whatsoever. I kind of like this one. I think this is my new favorite one. I think I'm sold on this. So maybe I'll have to dry these up, and I will heat set them, and I'll wear a different one with each of my lives this week, and we can see the aprons in action. Okay, so follow my Simply Creative Chalking page. I would love that. Join me on lives. Click the little notification to get a notification when I go live. Follow me along if you want some deals on products, or you want some products pre-bundled. I have lots of those in my VIP page, so you'll find the link on my Simply Creative Chalking page. Just ask to join VIP, and you'll see lots of great deals there. And if you're interested in becoming a designer yourself, I do have another group that I can send you the link to. No pressure whatsoever. That's not my deal. I'm not going to pressure anybody to join. But if you're interested, I have lots of information over there. I will definitely answer all your questions. And we'll see if it's a right fit for you. If it's something that interests you and you want to pursue, I'd be tickled pink to have you on my team. Okay, so let me set this down before I mess it all up, and I will say farewell to you. I think I'll be back tonight. I have my gorgeous Verity board that needs to have a new design put on it, so I think that's going to be our job tonight. So we'll be doing some redesigning, remove a design and re-chalk tonight. So I hope you can join us. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.